I am in the middle of resurrecting my truck called Foxy Cleopatra.
3, 2, 1.
That I built with a couple of my buddies about 5, 6, 7 years ago. Did some cool stuff with it. One of the not so cool things that I did to it was that I wrecked it and I drove the thing into a water barrier. Because like I said, I built the truck originally to autocross it, and now I see myself kind of, if there was a sport called drift crossing, I'd probably be the guy that would sign up for it. The idea came up that I wanted to rebuild it, and people were asking me about the truck and what I was going to do with it, and I knew that I had to kind of kick it up a notch, you know, like it couldn't just be Foxy 2.0 without being Foxy 2.0 something. I mean, with watching everybody the last couple of years at LS Fest having fun with their vehicles, I wanted to make sure that I was going to have just as much fun with mine.
So, when your best friend Buttercup calls you up on a Sunday morning and says, hey, buy you breakfast and lunch. If you come help me out with a little thing I gotta do today. I said, hey, you my boy, I'm a fat kid, I need to eat. Let's see what we can do. Well, when he tells you that, he knows that you know how to paint. And now I have a spray gun in my hand, and I have a truck that is taped off and ready to be primered. Guess who gets to do that? I'm cheap labor, ladies and gentlemen. Go, Bobby. We done?
I mean, it is an old Chevy pickup, so we're going to lighten it up with a few parts from Munssey Speed.
I mean, it really fit in the category of the unrepresented, which was there was a lot of people doing some really cool stuff with C-10s, but there was just no real strong composite representation around that. There were a couple one-offs, and some people just kind of, you know, trying or, you know, doing just those custom pieces, but there was nobody really doing it.
Munssey Speed Cooking Show, and today we are going to go from all the raw ingredients and take all of this and we're gonna make this, and then from here you end up with this final product. Several amounts of take two. Here we go. Actually, keep all of that in. Here we go. So there's been a lot of work just to get to this point. So multiple layers of wax, and then we've got a release agent that we had to spray, dry, and then a clear on top of that, spray, dry. That's where we're at right here. So make sure that we're gonna reach all corners. We're good. First layer is most critical because that's the layer that when you pop the part, that's what people see. They call it the veil layer or the cosmetic layer sometimes. You know, purples, blues, pinks, stuff like that. So just worth mentioning that it's not just old school twill weave black. I know that's kind of the standard in automotive, but ghost righted whips or whatever it is you guys do. Silly stuff. Just uncalled for. There you go, full vacuum. So we're actually gonna let this vacuum, this looks pretty tight, but we're gonna let this vacuum down for just a minute or so.
The main purpose of it was to go autocross racing. A lot of guys at the time were building kind of just trucks that were low and, you know, maybe, in my opinion, slow. And when I thought about rebuilding it, I really wanted to put more horsepower to it, which I know sounds kind of funny after a guy like myself already went ahead and crashed it. Rather than going the supercharged route, I went ahead and looked into doing a turbocharged system. No hesitation, I gave my buddy Peter a call up here in Fresno, California. He's my engine builder from Peter Kai Racing, and he talked about building a 410-inch LS. So the reason why we went so big on the engine size was to basically get the bore size that we needed to be able to run an L92 head.
The LS engine makes a really nice platform for doing these transplants, engine transplants. The power that you can make out of these things is ridiculous in some respects.
So when it came to routing the turbo and also plumbing the entire system, I took the truck over to PPC Customs, where Richard and Trenton and Anthony did a flawless job on getting the thing set up in there. The thing that we needed the most was a way to hang the turbo. And the way we looked at things, Holley actually produces the Hooker exhaust style manifolds that has a turbo configuration that's off the passenger side. And really, I think that's the easiest way to get a turbo into a C-10's engine compartment.
What y'all thinks? Come here.
Yeah, it's perfect right there.
Hey, grab that piece of TV and just kind of get a rough idea. So that needs to come down right about there. Let me cut that and then we'll come back and take it.
When you cut this at an angle, this gets big, big, big.
Cut it. Let's see what it looks like.
Oh! You put it down, baby! Oh my gosh!
And hey, look!
Look!
I got a baby dick.
He got a baby dick! He got a baby dick at the sideshow pit! Right here. Holley LS Fest, baby! Look, I want you to put your own baby dick.
Yeah, man.
Here we go. This is
an honor and a privilege.
There it is! Oh! There, baby! There it is! Right there, first baby dig.
LS Fest didn't disappoint, not one bit, because I was there 3 days and I came home with 3 different dents.